It's 90.3 FM, listener-powered KEXP. Ben Gibbard live in the studios of KEXP here on the morning show. Thank you for tuning in. A reminder, too, we're having our pledge drive right now, Ben. Did you know that? Our web drive.
I did know that.
You're taken away from it. I hope you know that.
I did know that. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I apologize about that.
No, that's all right. We'll let it pass this time.
Okay.
Hopefully, you'll be so bad that people will just run to the, they'll go to the website and they'll be listening.
So far, I'm thinking that's probably the case.
I think we've done okay in that regard.
Okay.
And speaking of the radio stations, you've been all over the country, and have you had people come up, KEXP listeners? And have you been?
You know, you'd be really, maybe you wouldn't be surprised, but maybe the people who listen would be surprised as to how many people listen. And this is, now I'm going to stroke your ego.
Excellent. All right, that's the portion of the show. 9:30 is when that needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean, how many people that listen to the show that I run into, on tour and stuff like that.
That's cool.
It's pretty exciting.
Well, I got a lot of emails from people who saw it, and they just say, I just wouldn't have heard this without a station like this. And then they go to the show and report back, and it's pretty amazing to get tour reports every day. And I got a lot from the when you guys were over on the East Coast, and they were talking about how you ended your show with a cover of Against All Odds.
Yeah,
that was the main email I was getting.
Really?
Oh, and then the ending, Against All Odds, with movie clips included.
I'm really surprised that we didn't get in trouble for that.
Using
the movie clips, because we were in rehearsing before the tour. This is the Post Service tour, and we were like Jimmy had emailed me and was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be great. We got the clips of the movie to use when the big beats come in." I'm like, "Oh, I don't." And I saw it, and it's hilarious. But I was like, we're gonna get in trouble. This is not, this is probably not the best idea, and especially ending the tour in Los Angeles and having it be a really great show, but also like in a place in the belly of the film industry to be.
They might recognize that.
Yeah, using this film without permission.
I'm guessing any help you can give Against All Odds at this point is probably appreciated.
Well, that's a great song, though.
Yeah.
We kind of came up with the idea to do it. We were both coming up with songs that we just thought would be great. And I was actually house sitting for John Vanderslice last year in San Francisco, and would go up to Amoeba and buy records, and bought this like Phil Collins greatest hits collection we had horrible stuff, like Another Day in Paradise, stuff like that. But it also had like Easy Lover,
Easy Lover, come on,
with Philip Bailey, and then Against All Odds, and I just listened to Against All Odds over and over and over. I just had it on repeat on my CD player. I was like, this song rules. It's just so heartfelt, and it's great. I love that.
When you say, "Hey, we're going to cover it," did they look at you and think you're insane, or
Jimmy was way into it. So,
okay,
it was like, that's great, let's do it. And he programmed it to be kind of like a Neptune song or something like that.
Oh, so you're going to bust out with that when you go on tour next, or is that retired?
I think we've retired it, and I don't necessarily know when there's going to be another tour per se. I think we'll try to. I mean, Death Cab is going to be incredibly busy in the next 18 months. So I think that our plan is to kind of pick up. The nice thing about doing Postal Service is that the amount of rehearsals is slim to nil, and given the fact that a lot of it we're not doing live, and also the fact that we can just Jimmy can fly up here and we can play a couple shows.
Yeah.
It's not difficult to do it. The production of the show isn't too difficult.
Well, that kind of led me to my next question, which was, with the success of it, do you feel pressure to spend more time on it, and then you're worried to take away from it? But it seems like it's worked out.
Yeah, not really. No, I mean, I think that
especially if you're not rehearsing.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think that I'm very pleased with how the record's been doing, but I think that Jimmy and I, one of the reasons that it was such a fun record to do and fun project to do is that it's not treated as like a career path kind of. It's like projects. It's like, yeah, we can do a little tour and make a record, and Jimmy right now is he's we both are very aware of what our priorities are. Jimmy's working on a Detail record. We just finished the new Death Cab record, and neither of us have any illusions as to what this is. It's something that we want to continue doing and have a good time with it, but we're not. It's not an either or kind of situation for either of us, which is really nice.
Well, good if you can have neither suffer and both kind of.
Yeah, and I mean making the Postal Service record was incredibly. I mean, it was just really casual and fun, and happened over the course of 10 months or so. So.
It's Ben Gibbard. He's live here in the morning show, and he's going to do another song.
Yeah, I'm going to play another cover song here. This is an old Christy McCall song that was popularized by Tracy Ullman. So.